From Montana's news leader, this is the MTN Noon News.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for joining us on your MTN Statewide News this Monday. I'm Jeanelle Slade. Well, it is cold, but the sun is out, so we thought we would just get straight to meteorologist Ed McIntosh with some good news this Monday.
Oh, we had records all through the weekend, Jeanelle,
Yes.
Not just for record cold, but record cold high temperatures, precipitation, wind, snowfall. And even this morning, we saw even more. Potomac, Montana was the coldest place in the country yesterday at minus 29, 21 below in Wyoming this morning. And check out readings like, how about Bozeman at 20 below zero for the overnight low, 18 below in Butte early in the day. So the frigid cold was still around, but we are starting to see a pattern that's starting to shift for us. The colder air will start to leave the area through the week, and warmer temperatures will start to nudge back in. We still have a few effects we need to talk about that'll go right on through tomorrow. Forecast details are coming up.
All right, thanks so much, Ed. Well, Montana ushers in 6 more COVID-19 related deaths and another 622 confirmed cases this Monday. Those deaths from Valley, Marr, Dawson, and Hill counties. MTN now reports 321 COVID-related deaths across the state. Yellowstone County again with the highest number of new cases at 186 today. Nearly 29,000 Montanans have tested positive since the pandemic began in mid-March. Nearly 20,000 have recovered, and there are just over 9,000 active cases at this hour. Well, the victim of a deadly shooting in Ennis on Friday is now identified. The Madison County Sheriff's Office and Ennis Police Department says 36-year-old Nicole Watson of Helena died from a gunshot wound. Officers responded to a reported gunshot within Ennis town limits on Friday afternoon. 53-year-old Rick Park of Ennis is being held on charges of deliberate homicide and assault with a weapon. Authorities say Watson died at Madison Valley Medical Center in Ennis. Authorities say a suspect allegedly connected to an ambush-style murder on the Crow Reservation this weekend is considered armed and dangerous. The FBI sent out a BOLO alert yesterday for 27-year-old Taylor Plainbull. He's accused of killing a woman in the Blue Creek area near the reservation line on Saturday. Now, Plainbull is 6 feet tall and 200 pounds. Authorities say he often spends time at the Lazy KT Motel in Billings. Search and rescue crews with help from Malmstrom Air Force Base are now recovering the body of a missing hiker near Monarch. The Cascade County Sheriff's Office says the body of 20-year-old Brendan Rollins was located Sunday in the bottom of a ravine inside Sluicebox State Park. Now, Brendan went hiking with a friend Friday. Authorities say the two were separated after nightfall when his friend fell into a ravine. Now, the friend was found alive the next morning by a hunter. After a 2-day search, Rollins' body was found over 4 miles in and only accessible by foot. At this point, no cause or manner of death has been determined. Well, today, recovery crews will hoist his body out of that ravine by helicopter. Democratic candidate for Secretary of State in Montana, Bryce Bennett, leveled disapproval at his Republican opponent, Christy Jacobson, alleging her office made mistakes that overcharged businesses for filing fees. Jacobson is the current Deputy Secretary of State, whose office records articles of incorporation for Montana businesses. Now, Bennett says that Montana businesses are suffering from errors made when they've attempted to file their annual report online. He claims some businesses are being charged more than once before officially registering with the Secretary of State's office, and that the current office is pocketing the money instead of issuing refunds. Bennett also says the businesses were never notified of the errors.
And we have to fix that broken website. I mean, a website that is charging people over and over again is a problem unto itself, but a Secretary of State that fails to fix that problem and then hides that from the people of Montana is a huge problem. That's theft.
MTN News asked Jacobson's campaign for a response, but it did not address any of Bennett's criticisms. Well, regular voter registration closes at 5 o'clock tonight. If you register today, a ballot will be mailed to you. If you missed the deadline, don't worry, you can still vote. Starting tomorrow, unregistered voters will have to physically go to the county elections office and fill out a voter application form. They will give you your ballot instead of mailing it to you. Election officials, though, suggest a quick turnaround, mailing those ballots back by tomorrow, or they can be dropped off at your elections office up to 8 p.m. on Election Day. Well, the Missoula City Council is set to vote on a controversial flavored tobacco product banned tonight. As proposed, the ordinance would make it a violation to display and sell flavored tobacco at retail shops within the city, along with locations 5 miles outside city limits. Proponents of the ban say these products have harmful side effects and are marketed toward children. Opponents, however, say businesses only sell these products to adults, and banning them will not only hurt local businesses who rely on those customers, but could also create a black market. Well, the United States will soon have its first African-American Roman Catholic cardinal. Meet Archbishop Wilton Gregory, who serves in Washington, D.C. Pope Francis named Gregory and dozens of others for elevation yesterday. Gregory will become a cardinal during a ceremony on November 28th. He came to Washington from Atlanta after his predecessor resigned over his handling of the church sex abuse scandal. Up next on the new news, it is a homecoming not to forget. Montana families reunited with loved ones who've been serving in the Middle East. But first, meteorologist Ed McIntosh is in next with your statewide weather forecast.